Hey guys, welcome to Cheesy Movie. Today I'm going to talk about The Batman. This movie is most anticipated movie of the year for me and they freaking need it. Let's talk. Where do I begin? The tone, cinematography, score, and character arcs is perfectly well done. I think this has to be one of the best comic book movie ever, in my opinion. It's a completely different version of Batman than others versions. I love the dark tone because it's very refreshing. It's a very dark movie. It's push boundary of PG rating, which is UA here. I was surprised they got away because it's very creepy and scary. And this is not for kids movie, seriously. It's a very strong PG rating. And it's a very detective movie which remind me of Seventh and Surya, which is a great movie. Being a 3 hours long movie, I don't mind being 3 hours long movie, but it's depending on the pacing and the story. And they nailed it. And never got bored. Not even one moment. My Reeves did a fantastic job. When I heard him that he's doing this movie, I trust him because he did my favorite movie, which was the last two movies of Planet of Apes, and that is one of my favorite trilogy all the time. And he also did Gone Field, which was very scary movie. Even though that movie was PG-13, there's one scene which I was surprised that's allowed in PG-13. If you've seen the movie, you know which scene I'm talking about. It's very messed up, and I hope that you can do more movies, more Batman movie as possible, because I love his take on Batman and Bruce Wayne. I love it. Cinematography is perfect. Shout out to great feature. He did one which remind me a lot. In the first look we got. And he also did the Dune movie, which I haven't seen yet. Shot, they use one particular color. Like most of the movie you see is red color, red light, which I really like. It also reminds me of Blade Runner 2049, like a purple light in one whole screen. I love the coloring. I really like. Watch this movie in theaters because it's amazing experience. I saw in IMAX, just looking beautiful movie ever. I think it has to be one of the best looking Batman movie ever. Sorry, Dark Knight. There isn't a lot of action scenes, but when it has, it's fantastic. The way how they shot and film, it feels like you're there. It's realistic as possible. We can feel the punch, and yeah, as I saw in IMAX, you can feel the scenes that Batman punching turns like we saw in the teaser trailer. And the car is one of my favorite version of Batmobile because it's muscle and it's made his own. I don't like Christian Bale tank because the tank will destroy the city, which I really don't like. And car scene is amazing. How they shot, the score with the theme song mix, I love it. And when I was watching the scene, people was looking at a phone doing that scene, which frustrates me seriously. And soundtrack is one of the best in the comic book movie ever. Something on the Way song is amazing, perfect choice for this movie. They nail it how to use in the movie with the score mix. That's amazing. The score is perfection. Seriously, Michael G is a freaking genius. He's my favorite composer. He did Spider-Man No Way Home and Batman back to back. The theme song is one of my favorite theme song ever. And the other score, Highway to Hangar Zone, has hunting sounds which feels like you're watching horror movie. Really, it feels like you're watching horror movie. Also, this is a kind of horror version of Batman, seriously, because the opening scene with regular, that's creepy. Seriously, it feels like you're watching horror movie. And also, speaking of opening scene, that is also one of the best opening scenes in the comic book movie ever. I also like how Reeves, the people in the Gotham being scared of Batman because they're like, this isn't a call, it's a warning. Like that, it feels like you can see the people fear to the Batman, which I really like that. They did a bit of previous movie, but in this movie they perfectly nailed it here from Batman. Let's talk about the cast. Zuri as Catwoman is amazing. She isn't my favorite version of Catwoman because she isn't actual Catwoman, but I really like what they did in this movie. And I love the chemistry between Batman. You can see the tense between them. I can't believe that Gonfalo play as Penguin because you can't recognize him. He's amazing as Penguin, which was a surprise for me because I was expecting less role from him, like for 10 minutes, but it was more than that, which surprised me. I can't wait for his show. I think they said that this movie ended, it's continue from that after that. I really like that. From play by John is also great. It also feels like from Long Halloween. I haven't read the comics, but I've seen the anime movies, which reminds me of that. And the circus as Alfred was very good. I wish that we had more time with him, but it was very nice to see. And chemistry between Bruce Wayne is completely different than previous movies. Now, next three characters is most stand out for me, which is Jim Gordon, played by Jeffrey Wright. Is my favorite version of Jim Gordon. Him and Batman together is amazing. I love the partnership together. How they are solving what to do next. I really like that. But Nano as a regular is amazing. He has to be one of the scary villain in comic book ever, in my opinion. He's always one step ahead than Batman. And one scene in particular, which I was amazing scenes and one of the best performances. This is a completely different version than Batman and Robin because that's fun and very silly. But this is very serious. It reminds me of Jigsaw from Saw movies like the puzzle and games. Robert Pattinson has a Batman and Bruce Wayne. What I have heard from this version of Batman is perfect, but Bruce Wayne isn't. I kind of understand why people didn't like this version of Bruce Wayne, but I really like it because it's completely different version because this movie doesn't balance between Batman and Bruce Wayne rather than Bruce Wayne who doesn't want to be in public, doesn't care about his company. He's very focused on being Batman, which I understand why he wants to be more Batman. Batman is 80% of the movie, 10% of Bruce Wayne, or 10% villain. And this is second year being Batman. Gotham City, think about the Batman doesn't have origin story, which I really like that because we know the origin story. When the movie starts, the story goes away, straight away, start to finish, no origin story. I really like that. It's arc Bruce Wayne of Batman is like a coming of age story because how it started to the end, it become full circle. And I love detective skills from him. It's so very impressive because we never seen in previous movies, and it's in the comics actually the one of the greatest detective ever. Also, gadgets in the movie is amazing. It has different types of gadgets we've never seen before. I love how you use the hook open and closing like you see in the village. And Batsuit, I really love the Batsuit because it feels like I'm made from Bruce Wayne and it feels like most realistic if it happened in real life. And I love the logo because different you can do something with this logo we never seen before in previous movies because it's just a logo. By the way, there's a novel which is the prequel to this movie, but I don't read books, so my favorite YouTuber 3C film cover what they talk about in this book. They have origin story of Batmobile, all that. So you want to see that video, see the link on top, or you can read the book. I love Easter egg and teasing something for the future movies. I love that. Overall, this movie isn't perfect, but I love it. I have this movie 4.5 stars as right now because I haven't rewatched the movie. So it could change my ranking to 5 stars, but as right now it's 4.5. So have you seen the movie? Let me know in the comments. Do you like it or not? Also, I'm planning to do ranking of live action of Batman's movies next video. So look out that video. So yeah, like this video, subscribe to the channel. See you all the videos. Bye guys.